SquareHammer.
Hey, SquareHammers, wanted to let y'all know of a couple upcoming Rogue Trader and Grand tournaments before you start the battle report. First on the schedule is Brawler's Bash GT, which is coming up this weekend. We're about 6 of local-ish buddies that I've been playing WoC with and everything are all driving down. It's in North Carolina at Atomic Empire. It's run by Ken. Right now it's sold out at 36 players. It's called Brawler Bash. Next up is the RTT at Adepticon in Chicago, which is around March 21st, which is run by my buddy Ben Lagan. And then the next day, there is a doubles tournament. And I don't know who's running that, but both the packets are out, so you can look at all the scenarios and comp. Then the next one is there's an RTT in March 30th in Newport News, Virginia at World's Best Comics. That's ran by Todd, who is also the head TO for the Richmond Open. The Richmond Open GT is on May 4th and 5th at Battlegrounds in Midlothian, Virginia, which we will have some amazing prizes, and that's already sold 46 of the 48 tickets. Oh, that's not at Battlegrounds, I'm sorry. That's in, it's near Ashland. It's like near the King's Dominion amusement park. Can't remember exactly where it is, but so after that, there's the MATC in July, and they're still waiting to release details and comp or whatever about that packet. So, but the last weekend of August, which is Labor Day, I'll be running the Nova Open, which sold out in about 15 minutes, which is insane. And there's already a waiting list of over 30 people. I think it's at like 34 right now. So I've been told we're getting more tables, but I don't know the exact number. So if you want to hop on the waiting list, you'll get notified when there's like a ticket available for you. And perhaps message Nova, being polite, asking for more space. So other than that, enjoy the game.
What is up, YouTube? What is up, SquareHammers? I got my buddy Austin here. Say hi, Austin.
Hello, everyone.
Hello. We are doing a casual 2,500 point with some comp in it. We are doing SLAANESH versus High Elves. I will post the list right now. And welcome back. And we rolled up, we're doing the Richmond Open primer. We're doing mission number 1. It's the one where you do the point break or break point, whichever one, where it's the 9 inches in, 18 inches up. And we're going to do a turn-by-turn recap for you, and let's get to it.
All right, so turn 1 went to SLAANESH. We tried to do Steed of Shadows on this unit. Failed to cast. Oh, no, you stopped that one.
I stopped Steve.
You stopped Steve.
You missiled some stuff and rolled 3 hits.
I got 2d6 hits on his Seaguard unit. I only rolled a 3 on 2d6, which is fine. Killed 2 of them, I think. I got Glittering Robe off on this unit because these each have Glittering Robe, the BSB, and this level 1. So they're -1 to hit. Everything else just basically marched up. This nasty Soul Grinder moved 8, shot a Fire Thrower. It didn't misfire, but only rolled a 2, so it didn't go far enough. But then he did Grape Shot and then killed 4?
Yep, 4.
Killed 4 of the Seaguard.
Nasty.
And that was it for turn 1 on the bottom of 1 for the High Elves.
We've all sucked up into this and killed
everything, whatever you wanted. All right, so tell me what you did on the bottom of turn 1.
We played some Old World.
Yeah.
We moved up. We cast a bunch of spells. High Elf Wizards are actually pretty good.
Yep.
We killed a Chariot. Killed some guys with Fiery Convocation.
Yep,
and
Fiery
then
Convocation was there.
Eagled in the way. We've got our Fast Cav blocking. And then we've got a showdown between my Prince and that Soul Grinder. Gonna be sweet.
Yep. On to top of 2. All right, to the end of the Demon turn 2, we charged a couple things. We charged this Keeper of Secrets into his Seaguard with the 2 characters. He did not fail his terror check. He stood and shot and did 4 wounds to him because they had +1 hit, +1 a wound, which was awesome. Both Phoenix Guard and Swordmasters have magical attacks, so this is going to hurt bad on my turn. But I charged here. I won combat by 1, but he did swing and kill my BSB. I charged these 3 into the unit of Fast Cav. This one overran and hit them. He killed the Fast Cav by himself, basically. They overran a little bit. He didn't go far enough to hit them, but it's gonna get spicy. Oh, this unit did get Steed of Shadows. That's how I was able to charge over the Great Eagle, because they get fly, and they were -1 to hit. But that will go away. Nope, that'll stay. Then, and obviously, you can see there's, yes.
Ate that unit.
Yes, there's no more. He rolled above his leadership, so he ran.
Ran off the table.
And I didn't even catch him, so I don't get to reform or nothing. We just stuck there. And he shot here, did nothing. And he took a wound to himself, too, for doing it. On to bottom of 2. All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is where SLAANESH can actually come into play. So we have these guys that just moved up here to block me. Basically, next turn, I will charge here, kill these guys. What he is going to do, he is going to reform, or is that drilled? I guess that's reform before moving. Yeah. So he could reform. He's going to spin. Go ahead and reform it for me. And let's say we're not doing the max 10 inches or 10 models wide, because that's what the comp will be for most of my events. No, go more. Go more than 10.
You could reform into... Now, the maximum you could go is double movement?
Yes, so you can max you can go is 10 inches.
But both ways.
But both ways. Okay.
So that's your line.
So that's his line right there, and he does that with all his guys. I charge here on my turn. He flees or whatever he wants to do. I kill him or whatever. But then I have to hit the rear of this unit because I wanted to, right? Now, with SLAANESH, instead, let's say I kill... let's say I get lucky and I kill 4 of them when I charge in. But you might even be swinging first with your high initiative. I'm not sure about that. But now he's basically going to get all of these swings instead of just like...
3.
Instead of like 3. Yeah. Now he gets all of those to swing at my Soul Grinder. This is why SLAANESH is ridiculous. So all of you that saying it is not, you can't be done, it's too unmovable, blah, 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 you are wrong. I hate to say it, but that is it. You are wrong. And we're not doing anything crazy shenanigans over here because this is it. This is SLAANESH. This is actually how it affects the game. And it's wrong. It's not fantasy anymore. So we're getting rid of that, and we're actually doing max 10 wide for still most good. Of the square. Yeah, still good. But you're not getting, let's say if you were 20 dudes, I think you have 20 there, you're not getting that many attacks. You get a few less. Continuing on. All right. What happened at the end of turn 2?
Well, let me tell you, having magical attacks against demons very strong.
Yeah.
We were able to cleave through lots of the demonettes. I barely took any casualties in return. Complete whiff, so we're going to see a chariot, and this whole flank's going to collapse, which will be fun for the SLAANESH guys. This whole combo wombo, we were able to kill his general with a fireball, which is my moon bow. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm taking a Lithanar. I made a character. It's pretty sweet.
Because I don't get saves versus it.
No saves, turns out. Very strong. So I'm in a good position. We'll see what happens on the flanks here.
Mm-hmm. End of turn 3?
Yeah.
What you got?
Well, that was your turn. You put a hurt on me.
Oh, end of top of 3. Sorry. Charge the bolt thrower, killed it, overran into the other bolt thrower. This unit flank charged the sword masters that were here. Whole bunch of swinging here.
I lost by 1, but I rolled like a 10 on my leadership, and they just ran away.
Bye.
It's terrible.
Yep. It was. I needed it because you can see the aftermath.
Yeah.
So the 2 girls that there were 2 demonettes here that lasted in this unit with the sword masters. They pursued and hit the flank of the Phoenix Guard, which then they were then chopped down by the side because they get to fight in 2 ranks on them. Yeah, martial prowess, really good. We each killed 6 of each other, I think. Then
I won by a rank.
Yeah, he won by 1, which made me lose 3 more girls after my leadership check. Over here, I charged the Fast Cav.
Ran him down.
He did flee. He passed his terror check, but yeah, he fled, and I caught him, and then reformed and spun. And that's it. It's about to be bottom of 3, and it's interesting. We will say that mages are amazing. So if you think they're not, you're wrong. SLAANESH is a thing, because remember, he could reform after this and go 10 wide or further wide, and let's say this was my character or something. he could just wheel and spin and clip it with all his attacks getting one attack, which is huge. But that's not what we're doing here today. And on to bottom 3. Let's go. Alrighty. What you got?
We killed some girls, reformed. Not going to be able to get overrun into because of eagles being eagles.
Eagles.
Important to talk things out with your opponent.
Yes.
So we figured that out. This eagle is trying to help keep these guys from getting charged. We were able to get the column of crystal off, blocking this guy in here, and then we'll see what happens if I can charge him later. But yeah, this whole flank has collapsed. We'll see if this side makes it to the white line.
Alrighty. All right, end of 4. Charged the eagle on the flank, or not the flank, the front, I guess. Killed it. I did pass to restrain my overrun, so now I'm just lined up like that. This cherry just marched up and wheeled a little bit. I shot the shotgun at the eagle, misfired, so took another wound. I then had a perfect flamethrower shot. I had 6 hits and, 4 partials? And
That's my saves.
Those are his saves. And he had 5 ups because it's AP1.
Lion cloaks.
So lion cloaks.
Yeah, came into play there.
That unit is
They should be dead.
annoying the hell out of me. But there they are. End of turn 4. What you got, Mr. High Elf?
These guys saw the writing on the wall and they bounced and got clapped by this. These fiends are slaughtering this whole side of this field. So
Fiends are good.
interesting. I moved through cover, but I still have to take the lowest on the charge, and I rolled the 1, so they actually failed the charge.
You need to roll a 2.
Need to roll a 2 on
Yep.
2 with 2 dice.
Mhm.
So they failed the charge. The eagle is just getting in the way again. Trying to get some points. This is actually
It's close.
a close game.
Yeah.
My general's alive. This is an expensive unit. So it might just come down to how much, if I actually can kill this guy or not.
Alrighty.
Time will tell.
Time will tell. Well, at the end of top of 5, so my turn is finished.
Actually, a big
go ahead.
whiff on blue, but
Yes,
I
I did.
rolled an 11 on my leadership and fled, and they
Yep.
ran them down against the elves are doing good, but running. They're all running.
They're all running. Flee for your lives.
This we called it. Blue lost his mind and misfired
Again.
Again, third time.
Out of 8 shots,
8 dice,
3
3
ones,
misfires.
basically.
So
3
he's
ones.
Already half dead.
Yep.
For no reason.
So I killed, 2 from the shotgun thing?
Just 1.
Oh, just 1 from the
It was
shotgun.
2 shots.
Oh, yeah, I rolled a 2 on the artillery for how many shots, and then I misfired on the flamer.
Hilarious.
So this is a good model and a good unit, but it's just not rolling well for me.
This
so
should almost be dead.
This should almost be dead, and I threw away my misfire die. It's somewhere down that hall.
Yeah.
It's gone.
It's gone.
It's gone.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah, we're going to throw it away. And on to bottom of 5. What you got? End of 5. What'd you do?
Listen, they rolled another 1. So that means they took the lowest of the charge. They
Yep.
don't ignore that. So they literally moved an inch up. I actually didn't move them an inch, but they moved an inch up.
So if you roll a 1 next turn, you make it.
Well, now you get to move, obviously, and,
Yeah.
and we'll see if you misfire again. But anyway, this is looking bad. The eagle is just blocking now since I failed the charge. We need to mitigate this.
So tell them what about, so even though they have moved through cover, they don't ignore the what?
Yeah, they don't ignore. You still have to roll 2d6, pick the lowest.
That makes no sense.
They ignore the modifier, so they don't take -1 to charge or anything like that.
Oh, -1 their movement or whatever it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
They ignore the modifiers, but that's not a modifier. The dice
Right.
roll is they pick the.
Gotcha.
Anyway, we'll see if FAQ fixes that. The other interesting thing we'll have to look up later is if you fail a charge, you cannot shoot. So you cannot do magic missiles. But the debate is out if you can vortex.
Because it's not a shooting technically.
Technically, I'll have to look it up. So
Yeah.
If I'm wrong, we'll look it up. But we failed it anyway. But just
Yep.
throwing that out
Okay.
there. All right.
Top of 6. Yep. Okay, so we went ahead and did the turn. He moved his eagle in front. I charged the eagle, killed it, failed my overrun. Not that it really mattered. We stopped there. This guy moved 4, finally did some damage. Got an 8 with the shotgun, and then rolled an 8 on the flame template. So I killed 5 of them or something in total.
5, yeah.
5 in total, so that was at least something. And then he was out of charge range since they have reserve moves, so he got to move 4 inches again to the side. Then he just reformed and was like, because he can't make that really. He tried to fireball here, but he got it off. But I rolled boxcars to dispel. That was interesting, hilarious. And then he tried to shoot his 1 arrow at it to just take me to half wounds for more victory points. And that's it. That is end of turn 6, and we're going to figure out victory points. It's going to be close because that's a massive unit with his general and everything, so we'll come back.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that battle report. Looks like the video that actually covered how the points went did not save correctly. So you can see, if you go back, you can see I have a chariot left and 6 fiends. Didn't lose a fiend, and the chariot has 3 wounds left, and then my soul grinder also has 3 wounds left. Victory points in this edition are kind of weird. I'll get to that in a second. He had his general, and it looks like 11 of his white lions still remain. So I didn't get his white lions below half, even though that doesn't matter in this edition. So for victory points is you get 100% victory points of an enemy unit if you chop them down and killed them, or if they fled off the field. Okay, so that, which is like what it used to be. Then you get 50% of their worth if they are fleeing and they're on the table at the end of the battle. So if you have a 100-point unit and it's fleeing at the end of the battle, still on the table, you get 50 points. Your opponent gets 50 points for that. Now, the weird one is if the enemy has a unit on the field still and they are above 25% of their unit starting strength, you get nothing for them. If they are below 25% of their starting strength, you only get 25% of their victory points. So you've killed over 75% of their unit, but you only get 25% of their victory points. That seems very weird to me. I don't know if that was just a misprint and they were supposed to put 75. So like under 25, you get 75. I don't know. But if you look at monsters and characters, it used to be in older editions where if a monster or character is down to half of its wounds, you get half of its victory points. That's no longer a thing. So even though my soul grinder has taken half of its wounds based on, even though it's been just misfiring itself, he gets no points for it, which is weird to me. So after you add all the points up, after adding everything up, including banners, general, and all that jazz, it looks like I scored 2,105 points and he scored 1,915. So that is a very close game. It's a difference of 190 points. If I didn't roll boxcars to save that chariot from the fireball, because he only needs 4s to wound and had 3 wounds left, and I don't even get a save, then it would have been a draw. But that boxcar saved me, so I ended up with the slightest of margins of victories. Because in this edition, if you're less than 100 points between the two, you get a draw. If you get 101 points, you get the win. So GG's. See y'all next time.